Mike England's bizarre goals and 2 own goals in one match might be the most shocking footnote to what many call a wasted career in management. The Welsh defender, who captained his country and won multiple trophies with Tottenham Hotspur, later faced heartbreak after heartbreak as Wales manager. Today, we reveal the full story of a man whose name ironically belonged to a proud Welshman. Born in Holywell, North Wales in December 1941, Mike England didn't start as a defender. As a schoolboy, he played as a winger and forward before his physical build suggested he might be better suited elsewhere on the pitch. At just 15 years old, Blackburn Rovers spotted young Mike and signed him. His early days at the club showed just how versatile he was. In his first 8 league games, he played in 5 different positions. This all-around experience helped him develop into something special, a defender who could also play with the ball at his feet. England made his Blackburn debut in 1959. Over 7 years, he played 165 league matches and scored 21 goals, an impressive tally for a defender. During this time, he won the FA Youth Cup, beating Manchester United and West Ham along the way. As Blackburn began selling their best players, England grew hungry for success. He wanted to win things, and a bigger club was calling. In August 1966, Tottenham Hotspur paid PS £95,000 for Mike England, a British record fee for a defender at that time. It turned out to be money well spent. Standing tall at 6 feet 2 inches, England quickly became the rock in Spurs' defence. He wasn't just a tough tackler, he could pass well too, often starting attacks from the back. He formed a strong partnership with Phil Beale, giving Tottenham the solid base they needed to win trophies, and win they did. In his first season, England helped Spurs win the 1967 FA Cup by shutting down Chelsea's Tony Hateley in the final. More success followed with League Cup wins in 1971 and 1973, plus the UEFA Cup in 1972. He reached another UEFA Cup final in 1974 too. England hardly ever missed games through injury, playing around 300 league matches for Spurs and scoring 14 goals. His importance to the club was later recognised when he was added to the Tottenham Hotspur Hall of Fame. While still at Blackburn, Mike England began playing for Wales. He earned his first cap in 1962 against Northern Ireland in Cardiff. What's truly impressive is that in 1964, aged just 22 years and 135 days, he became Wales' youngest ever permanent captain. This record stood for nearly half a century, until Aaron Ramsey took the armband at age 20 in 2011. England went on to earn 44 caps for his country and scored 4 goals. He captained Wales 26 times, showing his natural leadership skills from an early age. October 5, 1974, gave Mike England a place in football folklore for the strangest of reasons. During a First Division match between Tottenham and Burnley at White Hart Lane, something truly bizarre happened. Burnley were 1-0 up when England accidentally put the ball into his own net just before half-time. With Spurs 2-0 down and just moments left in the match, John Pratt pulled one back for Tottenham. Then, amazingly, England scored at the right end to make it 2-2. But the drama wasn't over. In the same frantic final minute, Pratt scored an own goal, giving Burnley a 3-2 win. Some reports suggest the ball also took a deflection off England on its way in, though this wasn't officially recorded as a second own goal. So, in one match, England managed to score for both teams. This strange event has become a funny story he often tells at speaking events in later life. In March 1975, ankle problems led England to announce his retirement from top-flight football with Spurs. However, he wasn't quite finished yet. After spending the 1975-76 season on loan at Cardiff City and helping them win promotion, England headed to America to join the Seattle Sounders in the North American Soccer League, NASL. His time in Seattle was a huge success. He became team captain and was named to the NASL All-Star team for 4 straight years from 1975 to 1978. Playing alongside former teammates like Harry Redknapp and Jeff Hurst, England led the Sounders to the NASL Soccer Bowl final in 1977. One teammate, Jimmy McAllister, said, "You look over at Mike, and he's calm. He looks like he's going for a stroll in the park. He makes the whole team calm." Fans called him the best defender ever to play for the Seattle Sounders. During his American years, England also ran an antique shop and taught football at a local high school. His final playing appearances came with the Cleveland Force in the Major Indoor Soccer League in 1979-80, before he finally hung up his boots for good. In early 1980, aged 38, Mike England became manager of Wales. It was his first management job, and it started brilliantly with a stunning 4-1 win over England at Wrexham, in Wales' first home win against their neighbours in 25 years. England had some truly talented Welsh players to work with: goalkeeper Neville Southall, forwards Ian Rush and Mark Hughes, and midfielder Mickey Thomas. But what followed was a series of heartbreaking near misses that would define his time in charge. For the 1982 World Cup, Wales started brilliantly, winning their first 4 qualifying matches, but a crucial 2-2 draw with Iceland, after an electrical fire delayed the game, and a 3-0 loss to the Soviet Union saw them miss out on goal difference. Euro 1984 qualification was even more painful. After a remarkable 4-4 draw in Yugoslavia and strong performances elsewhere, Wales needed just a win in their final home game against Yugoslavia to qualify. They could only manage a 1-1 draw. Then they had to wait for the final group match between Yugoslavia and Bulgaria. If it ended in a draw or a narrow Bulgarian win, Wales would go through. The game was 2-2 deep into injury time when Yugoslavia scored a dramatic late winner, knocking Wales out by the narrowest margin. The 1986 World Cup campaign ended in Cardiff against Scotland. Wales took the lead through Mark Hughes, but Scotland equalised with a controversial penalty. The 1-1 draw eliminated Wales, but the match is remembered for something far more tragic. Our Scotland manager Jock Stein collapsed on the touchline at the final whistle and died shortly after. England later reflected it was tragedy because of the death of Jock Stein. It happened right next to me practically. When something like that happens, it brings it to reality and makes you think that was far more important than us not going to the World Cup. After another failed qualification campaign for Euro 1988, the Football Association of Wales sacked Mike England on February 3, 1988. In 56 matches as Wales manager, he won 21, drew 18, and lost 17, a win rate of 38%. Following his dismissal as Wales manager, Mike England made a clean break from football. The Jock Stein tragedy and the pressure of repeated near misses had perhaps taken their toll. Instead, he moved into healthcare management, initially running a nursing home in North Wales. Later, he owned 2 nursing homes and also ran his own timber business, an interest he'd had even during his playing days. In recent years, England has become an in-demand motivational and after-dinner speaker. He shares stories from his Tottenham days, his time managing Wales, including the infamous hat trick, and talks about leadership and overcoming setbacks. Mike England's career presents a striking contrast. As a player, he reached the very top, winning major trophies, captaining his country at a young age, and earning legendary status at one of England's biggest clubs. Yet as a manager, despite having talented players and coming agonisingly close multiple times, he never managed to qualify for a major tournament with Wales. His teams often fell at the final hurdle, sometimes in the cruelest ways imaginable. He was clearly a natural leader, commanding on the pitch with a calmness that reassured teammates. He demanded high standards from himself and others. His move from Blackburn showed his hunger for team success rather than personal glory. Today he is widely regarded as one of Wales' greatest ever players and a true Tottenham Hotspur legend. His MB for services to Welsh football confirms his status in the game's history. Mike England's story is one of triumph and heartbreak. From record-breaking defender to nearly man manager, his career shows both the heights of football glory and the painful near misses that can define a career. That bizarre October day in 1974, when he scored at both ends before watching his team lose in the final minute, perhaps symbolises his journey perfectly. Moments of brilliance mixed with cruel twists of fate. As he looks back at 83, England can be proud of his playing achievements while perhaps wondering what might have been had just one of those qualification campaigns gone differently. A true Welsh footballing legend whose successes on the pitch will always stand alongside those agonising what-ifs. From the touchline, if you enjoyed learning about Mike England's remarkable career, hit the like button and subscribe for more videos about football legends. And let us know in the comments which other forgotten football heroes would you like us to cover next.